This conference will now be recorded.
Hello Leeds, and welcome to today's webinar as part of the University of Leeds series of Insight Days. So delighted to be involved in that and make a return visit to help University of Leeds students. So thank you, Olivia, and your team, and welcome to all the students who've come along today. Now, if you can make sure that you're on mute, that would be great, and there will be the opportunity to ask questions at the end. So do feel free to use the chat box. But we've got about 30 minutes now to explain how to use the platform Graduate Mentor. So first of all, a quick introduction from me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dan Hawes, and I created Graduate Mentor in August 2020. It's a free one-to-one mentoring platform with a mission to help the next generation of university students and graduates reach their career potential with expert support from inspiring mentors. Now, we set this up in the middle of the lockdown, which we know affected so many people, but especially university students and graduates in a variety of ways. But we thought that those students and graduates, especially from diverse backgrounds, underrepresented groups, or disadvantaged groups, were really finding it hard based on the conversations we were having at the time. So Graduate Mentor was launched as a free one-to-one mentoring platform. Now, my main day job is the co-founder of Graduate Recruitment Bureau, or GRB. You might have heard of them. We often come along to Leeds to your Fresher Fair, your careers fairs, and other skill sessions and events like this, normally in person. But we've been running a series of webinars and events since lockdown, basically. So our main role as a recruitment consultancy is to help university students, recent graduates, alumni, and recruiters come together. So we have over 50 staff. We're based in Brighton on the south coast, and we have around 2,000 clients who use us to recruit students and graduates. Companies you'll definitely have heard of, as big as they get: Amazon, IBM, Unilever, and Ocado, but also several fast-growing SMEs, small to medium enterprises that go under the radar for a lot of graduates seeking their first career position. So a very broad range of company sizes and different sectors come to us to fill their graduate level, graduate schemes, and graduate management programs. Now, in about 25 years in existence, we've placed over 8,000 graduates with full-time graduate and executive level jobs. But I won't talk about GLB anymore. I want to talk about Graduate Mentor a little bit. Now, it was set up in August 2020, and in our first year, I just wanted to share with you some of our milestones, which I think certainly exceeded our expectations. So in the first 12 months, we managed to get over 1,000 students and graduates registered for the service. So as I mentioned at the start, we targeted students from diverse backgrounds, underrepresented groups, and disadvantaged groups, and targeted certain universities where we knew those populations existed. So for instance, University of Bedfordshire, Middlesex, Bangor University, to name but a few. So very quickly, word spread. Universities were very keen to promote the service, and as I say, we have over 1,000 students and graduates who registered on the platform. Now, we've also got 240 mentors on the platform. Now, we thought this would be quite challenging. We are asking busy professionals to volunteer their time on the platform. However, we were overwhelmed with the response we got, mainly from business people who felt a moral duty to help students and graduates because they knew how hard it was during the lockdown and the pandemic. So we were able to secure mentors from companies like Facebook, Google, Coca-Cola, the Army, and the University of Nottingham, to name but a few. So a really nice range of different mentors from different backgrounds, from different organisations all over the UK have kindly volunteered on the platform to give their time to share insights and give support to students and graduates. So that is brilliant, and it's increasing all the time. Now, we've had 577 mentoring sessions successfully completed. Now, these tend to be either brainstorming ideas, reviewing a CV, preparing someone for an interview, or finding out what it's like in a particular industry. So a broad range of different reasons why these mentoring sessions take place, but we've had over 500 mentoring sessions in a very short space of time, and as I say, that's increasing day by day. Now, lots of success stories based on feedback we've had from mentees and mentors following these sessions, which I regularly post on the platform as a kind of advert, really. It kind of really sells the platform, the fact that there's living proof of students and graduates either finding work or having more interviews than they expected, or finding doors are opening for them where they were shut before. So I do encourage you to have a look at our success stories, which we post up there every month, just to give you a flavour of how the platform works. As you can imagine, we're slowly gaining more and more followers on social media, so Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Lots of activity on there, lots of conversations off the platform take place on social media. And we also run webinars. So in the first 12 months, we had 6 webinars. So universities like University of Bedfordshire, Middlesex, Bangor wanted to run similar step-by-step workshops like we're doing today, but also we've had mentors getting involved in webinars. So we had one yesterday where one of our mentors was talking about this new interviewing technique called and, but, therefore. So it's kind of a storytelling method to giving your answers in an interview setting. So lots of other skill sessions going along, and all combined, this is really helping the audience that we're trying to get in front of. So I'm hoping that you can benefit as well. Now, before I start, I just would like to thank our partners. So obviously, Graduate Recruitment Bureau have skin in the game. We're financially supporting this platform, but we've also managed to secure a few other partners. So organizations who are very aligned with our mission. So SureServe Group are our silver partner, and Softwire and Oakwood are our bronze partners. So because it's going to remain free to mentees and to mentors, we need some way of covering our costs. So our partners are able to help us cover our costs and also sustain this for future generations. We're also considering maybe helping school leavers. So we've already bought the URL studentmentor.uk because we're thinking big. And this could also extend to other English-speaking countries as well. So delighted to have our partners helping us and making this possible. So how to use the platform, right? Let me go online now and let me share this screen with you. Okay, hopefully you can all see that. So if you haven't seen it already, this is the platform, and the first thing to mention is that it's really straightforward. We give you easy access to finding a mentor. So all you have to do on the home page is click find a mentor, and then we've broken them down by industry sector. So we're adding to these sectors all the time, but most industry sectors are covered here. So let's say you're interested in financial services. Here we have profiles of our mentors straight away. So there are, I think there's about 16 mentors here. all from different organisations, different levels of seniority. Some may have even been to Leeds. So you may find alumni amongst our mentors. So if we were to choose Eric, for instance, you'll find a brief description about Eric. So he's an early careers advisor within the financial services industry, and he's passionate about supporting students in finding new opportunities in a challenging job market. He'll give you advice on the end-to-end application process from the initial job search strategy to preparing for assessment days. Get in touch if you'd like to find out more. So Eric is one of our active mentors. He's had several mentoring sessions. He's brilliant. You know, for an expert to be able to share insights like this into the financial services, which is very often shrouded in mystery, and it can be very hard to figure out where to start. Eric represents a brilliant starting point. So let's say you would like to set up an appointment with Eric. So he's set his availability here on this calendar system. So he would be available on the 29th, so that's next Monday, for a mentoring session. He's available on his lunch time, so that's 1 till 2 p.m. You would click that, and then that would take you to a form. Now, this just gives Eric the opportunity to prepare for the meeting. So he'll need to know your contact details, obviously, your phone number, because he may want to contact you by phone. And also, a lot of these sessions are done using Zoom. By the way, these are all carried out remotely. None of our mentoring sessions are done face-to-face at the moment. And that's not to say that can't take place. But at the moment, this platform is designed for using either Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Chat, that kind of thing. So this is where you put in what you're looking to get out of the session. So you do need to think a little bit just to help the mentor prepare. So it could be you're about to put a CV together, you're about to fill in an application form, or you just want some information on financial services. Whatever it is, be clear in this section and fill this out. Once you've done that and agreed to our privacy policy and code of conduct, which our code of conduct basically lays out the expectations on the mentor and the mentee. So we make it clear what we're expecting of you there. So, essentially make sure that you are prepared for the session, that you turn up on time, and that you conduct the session in a professional manner. But all that's listed there if you wanted to see our code of conduct. So it just means we maintain some sort of quality control, if you like. So once you've ticked that, you then confirm, and then that will be sent straight through to Eric. So the next thing you'll get is an email from Eric saying, yes, I'm looking forward to having our session on Monday at 1 p.m. and then you can decide then which platform you'd like to use. And most people use Zoom, but you may have another platform you prefer to use. So that's then what happens, how you set up your session. Once the session has finished, you may continue with Eric having follow-up sessions if he's happy to do that, or you can simply go back and start the process again. We're always adding to our roster of mentors, and we're always adding new sectors to this particular page. So it's ideal if maybe you're not too sure about a sector, I don't know, maybe media publishing and PR, you could speak to one of our experts in that field. We have someone from Amazon, and likewise, she might be able to help you with your CV, application process, brainstorming ideas, a range of things. So they're all available. You can see from their calendars when you can book a time, and it's all very, very straightforward. Now, it is all free. As I said, all our partners are supporting us financially. We don't plan to charge. mentees. We don't want to charge mentors. It's a free one-to-one mentoring platform. Now, there is other information on the platform should you need it. So we're continually adding careers advice. So this is what we get from our mentors, and they will share maybe some of the findings from their sessions, and we post those articles here. So this gives you lots of career advice, covering all aspects of the job application process. So we update this every month. So there's lots of useful content for you as well. I mentioned the events. So we've just had this event on the and, but, and therefore technique. But if you didn't make it, that's fine, because these are all recorded. So we do have a nice library here of previous webinars that we've had that you can go through, and you can see this one was yesterday. We've had an expert come in talk about personal branding, so particularly useful if you're looking to go onto LinkedIn. We had another expert here talk about virtual interviews. Now, more and more recruiters are doing this for the first interview stage. Interviews are daunting enough, but virtual interviews kind of requires different preparation. So you can view that video on demand. And I also mentioned some of the other webinars we've had similar to this with other universities. And then occasionally we will interview other experts in the field. So we had an interview here with an author of Graduate Job Hunting, an excellent book. So great resources there for you as well. Now, I also mentioned success stories, which I'll just finish on before I go into any questions you may have. And I think this really says it. Within a very short space of time, we were actually getting results from our sessions. So this chap here, so we'd only been in existence for 4 weeks, and we were able to find this student a job. And so each month we've been adding to these success stories. This graduate was able to get into the civil service fast stream graduate program. He was really struggling to get into that program, but someone who is from the public sector was able to advise him, and he succeeded in getting a role on the civil service fast stream. This graduate secured a job on a graduate program within a week. Rapid turnaround there for her. This graduate was able to get 2 job offers with some really big companies he didn't think he would have a chance getting in with. He tried before, but with the intervention of a mentor, actually was able to get 2 job offers. So that's brilliant. So you can see some of the results here, and I'd strongly encourage you to have a look at some of those success stories, and just gives you the confidence to make that first step and find one of our mentors. If at any point you need support, we have a frequently asked question section. So most of these questions we've had over the year or so, so we thought we'd put it all on this page here. So if you've got any questions and you're not entirely sure how to use the platform, then we have this support section here for you, and you can always contact us. We're available on the phone or email, or on our social media. You can chat to us there. So this is just a quick overview to the platform. If you do have any questions, I'm happy to take those from you now. I'll quickly have a look at the chat box to see if anyone has put any questions in there. And yeah, so got a question here saying, is this program applicable for PGRs? Is that postgraduates who are aiming to go into academia? Yes, postgraduates, thank you. Well, we have sections that are mostly geared to starting a job. So, you know, if you're looking to go into education, for instance, we do have a section, and some of our mentors here will have dealt with postgraduates who are looking to get into academia. So yes, we do have a section there. By all means, have a look at their profiles, and they'll be able to help you, and they're available to book sessions here. So yeah, hopefully that'll help you. Another question come in. Thank you, Michelle. Are there resources for mature graduates with 20 years plus work experience? Yes, absolutely. We have, as I say, a range of, let's go back to it, a range of mentors who will have recruited mature graduates before. I can't identify that. We don't have a search criteria for that, but it's certainly something you can put in the box where you're explaining what you're looking to get out of the session. So first of all, try and narrow it down by industry sector. By the way, we are going to enhance this search part of the website, so you can kind of search on, you know, getting CV advice or interview advice, so kind of specific things. So we're working on that in the background. But in the meantime, Michelle, do try and make a start with one of these sectors, book a session, and I'm sure there will be a mentor that's available to help you. And in fact, you know, if you looked at our success stories, I think there's a mature graduate on there. So do have a look. If you have any other questions, I'm available for the next few minutes. Olivia, do you have any questions about the platform?
Oh, thanks, Dan. Not at present. I think it'll be interesting to see how students that maybe haven't been successful in applying for one of our kind of structured mentoring schemes might be able to use the platform.
Right.
Which is why I was hoping, well, we've recorded it and I'm going to share it with them.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's super, super useful because most of our mentoring schemes are massively oversubscribed. So I know there is keen interest in students for mentoring.
Right.
So no questions as such at present. But yeah, thanks, Dan. It's been really useful to see how you use the platform.
Good. Yeah, we've tried to make it extremely simple to use, and it's working. So I just wanted to give you an introduction, step-by-step guide, and help your students. And I know the Career Service doing a great job with your own mentoring scheme, and this just gives your students access to, you know, different range of mentors that can help, and, you know, really try and mitigate the effects the pandemic has had on students and graduates. So we're doing our bit, and we're continuing to invest more time and resources into this program to reach more and more students. So thank you, Olivia, for advertising this session, and thank you for those who've come along today, and also those who are watching on demand. If you have any questions, do by all means contact us on the platform, and I'll be more than happy to reply to you here.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone.